My role was to do everything that my father did not do, which meant I was geology, land, engineering. He did all the finance and the heavy thinking. And law, I did all the legal work with outside counsel. So it was very, very clear. There were only the two of us, so it was very easy to divide it up. He divided it, and I did whatever he divided my way. When we started, we had zero assets. We had a tax loss carry forward, a negative balance sheet, a negative working capital, and a great idea. And so the idea was to raise money in Europe from those people who wanted to invest in that kind of an asset, and then go build a company by buying properties that were for sale in the U.S. The method of financing was completely unique. No one else had ever done that, and once you understood the structure, it worked quite well. We started out with a small group of European investors, either acquaintances or small funds or people that he had met or friends of friends that we were referred to. And gradually by 1973, when we got to a larger deal, we were introduced to P&O, the Peninsular and Oriental Steam Navigation Company, a very large British conglomerate that had started out as a shipping company but had become a real worldwide conglomerate. And they had the same desire to invest in the United States, and so they became our major partner by far. It was completely unusual because our primary method of growth during all of the 70s was by acquiring producing properties and building up an interest in producing properties. We thought we were buying it at a cheap price, and we were. We thought oil and gas prices sooner or later would rise, and they did. So it was an unusual way to grow. And that really told us that as the major companies had left the United States, as the major companies were spending all of their capital and all of their talent chasing things around the world, we realized that there were going to be opportunities here in the United States by going into old fields, old areas with new ideas, new technology that we could discover meaningful oil and natural gas. The San Juan Basin being the first one, and that has continued repeatedly through our history. The Barnett Shale is another example. We were not the first to think of that. George Mitchell and Mitchell Energy discovered how to use hydraulic fracturing. We then figured out how to combine that hydraulic fracturing with a horizontal well and take the idea that they had that only worked in a very small isolated part of the Barnett Shale and take that throughout the Barnett Shale, and that's become, led to a revolution in natural gas throughout the country and in fact throughout the world. Totally revolutionized the whole industry. There is no single employee in the company that is not in a position to be innovative. It doesn't matter where you are. You tend to, in an oil and gas company, that think it's the geologists or the engineers in certain parts of the geology and engineering that are doing the innovation. But innovation can occur anywhere in how we relate to Wall Street and in how we do our accounting in an efficient manner, how we capture data. There's nothing that we do that you cannot figure out a better way to do it.